Hello everyone, I Kuldeep Sharma welcome you all to today's session on 20 GK question which have been specifically curated from the Hindu newspaper as well as Indian Express. So let's look at the questions. So the first question is, what was one of the primary demands of the Methi communities that led to increased tension in the Manipur conflict? So the primary demands of the Methi community which actually led to the conflict between Methi community and the Kuki-Zomi community is the demand for inclusion in the scheduled tribe status. So the correct answer first is going to be A. Moving on, which of the following communities are largely classified as scheduled tribes in Manipur? So four options are there. Metis cannot be the answer because they were the one which are demanding a scheduled tribe status, and the other tribe, scheduled tribe, which has become nervous because the Metis demands were the Kuki-Zomi tribe, which is the primary tribe, and the other scheduled tribe is the Naga tribe, which is another tribe of scheduled tribes in Manipur. So the correct answer for two is going to be B. Vaishnavis and Brahmaputras are just made up names; these are not scheduled tribes. In which year did the first conference of the party COP1 take place? So when I'm talking about first conference of party, I should have mentioned UNFCCC, but I'm sure you must have understood what I want to ask. So the first COP1 which took place in Germany was held in which particular year? So 94, 95, 96, 97. So the first conference took place in the year 1995. So the correct answer for third is going to be B. Moving on, the Paris Agreement adopted at COP21 in 2015 aims to limit global warming to which temperature above pre-industrial levels. So we know this that in the Paris Agreement, the goal is to not increase global warming above the range of 2 degrees Celsius. So the correct answer fourth is going to be C. Moving on, where was COP21 held? So Conference of Parties number 21, 25th edition कहाँ पे hold हुआ था? So I specifically asked this COP because it is one of the more important COPs, and COP21 took place in the city of Paris in France, and which led to Paris Agreement. COP28, so the conference of last year or 2023 was hosted in which location? Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, Bonn, Germany, Abu Dhabi, UAE, or Dubai, UAE. So COP28 took place in Dubai, UAE. So the correct answer for 6 is going to be D. Next question is, where is COP29 2024 being hosted? So COP29 which is currently being hosted in the month of November in which city? So the correct answer is B, Baku, Azerbaijan. So COP29 which is also sometimes called as Finance COP is being hosted in Baku, Azerbaijan. Next is your COP30 planned for November 2025 will take place in which city? So the next COP conference of parties for Framework Convention on Climate Change planned for 25 is going to take place in which city? So it's going to take place in Belém in Brazil. So correct answer for 8 is going to be A. Next is, who was the first Chief Justice of India? Who was the first Chief Justice of India? So we know this that it was H.J. Kania. So the correct answer for ninth is going to be A. Next, who is the 51st Chief Justice of India appointed in November 24? So, who is the current Chief Justice of India now? Because he has already taken oath, and the oath was administered by President of India, Draupadi Murmu, and the current 51st Chief Justice of India is Justice Sanjeev Khanna. 50th was Dhananjay D.Y. Chandrachud or Dhananjay Y. Chandrachud. The next question is, the current tenure limit for a Chief Justice of India is determined by which factor? So, for how many years a particular judge can be the Chief Justice of India? So, is it a maximum of 6-year tenure in office? Obviously, this is not true because there is no tenure, which means serving a fixed term of 5 years is also not correct. Age limit of 70 years is also not correct. Retirement upon reaching the age of 65 is the correct, which is the retirement age. So, there is no tenure for a Chief Justice or a Supreme Court judge. It is just we have a retirement age of 65. So the correct answer for 11th is going to be C. Next is, who was the first woman to be appointed as a judge in the Supreme Court of India? So remember, it's the judge of the Supreme Court, not Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, because as of now, no women judge has been appointed as Chief Justice of India. So it's only being asking who is the first women judge of Supreme Court of India. So it was Justice M. Fatima Bibi from the state of Kerala. Next is, which Chief Justice of India served the longest tenure in the position. So you should know who served the longest tenure and who served the shortest tenure. So I'm telling you the longest tenure here. You have to tell me the shortest tenure in the comment box. Okay, so the longest tenure in the position was held by Justice B.Y. Chandrachud, who is the father of the previous Chief Justice of India. So correct answer for 13 is going to be A. Moving on, which Chief Justice introduced the concept of public interest litigation in India, significantly impacting judicial activism. So, the concept of public interest litigation, wherein the requirement of locus standi was waived off. So locus standi basically means that you need to have a ground on which you stand, or you should have a cause of action to come to the Supreme Court, which means you cannot file a case on behalf of someone else. But when it's come to topics, or when it's come to issues related in which public is interested, or which is going to benefit public at large, the demand or the requirement of locus standi is not required to be met. And this particular concept was became popular in 1970, and was Justice P.N. Bhagwati, option number B, which is responsible for introducing the concept of PIL in India. Moving on to question 15, which city serves as the winter capital of Jammu and Kashmir? So currently it has been reported that the new Chief Minister of Jammu Kashmir, Umar Abdullah, is thinking of bringing back the suspended program, or the of reviving the the custom of having two capitals, or of moving of capital in the month of summers and winters. So during summers the capital is Srinagar, and during winters the capital is Jammu, for the state or the UT of Jammu and Kashmir now. So the correct answer for 15 is going to be B. The practice of shifting the capital between Srinagar and Jammu is known as summer administration, seasonal migration, Darbar move, or dual capital system. So it is famously called as Darbar move with respect to state of Jammu and Kashmir. So correct answer for 16 is going to be C. Next is, when was the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir officially formed, changing the state status? So it's basically asking uh, when was Article 370 removed? So Article 370 was removed, and the Jammu and Kashmir UT Act was created in the year 2019. So the correct answer for 17 is going to be C. Moving on, what is the name of the Indian naval sailing vessel used for the global circumnavigation expedition? So we are currently in the second stage, or in the second edition of Navika Sagar Parikrama program. Second, it has already completed Navika Sagar Parikrama, and we are using the same vehicle and the same vessel. Indian Navy sailing vessel is INSV Tarini. So the correct answer for 18th is going to be D. Moving on to the penultimate question, as of 2024, which was the previous record holding year for the warmest whole global temperature? So this is in context of the 2024 climate of the world report, and as per this particular report, the warmest year on record is 2023. So the correct answer for 19 is going to be C. Finally, the last question, which pollutant is not typically monitored as part of India's AQI calculation? So many times students do this mistake that they read a question and they see four options and they think like, I do not remember the four things. Well, they have read it, but they cannot recall it. So many times always look at the options. Sometimes the question is easier. For example, if you will look at these options, particulate matter, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, you can see that carbon dioxide has a lot of abundance, and it is basically not considered a pollutant in the true sense, because it does not harms your health directly. It is carbon dioxide. We actually emit carbon dioxide. We do not emit sulfur dioxide. We do not emit ozone. We do not emit particulate matter, and having a regular exposure to PM, sulfur dioxide, or ozone is going to have an impact on health. But we are surrounded by carbon dioxide. So this, in this way, I can say that this pollutant is not typically monitored as part of India's AQI calculation also. So the correct answer for 20th is going to be B. Okay, so student, these were the 20 GK question, the important GK question from today's news analysis and your Indian Express. I hope this initiative is helpful to you, and I have chosen those questions which can be asked in this year's CLAT also. So you can note down these questions also. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you and have a very nice day.